Hello and welcome to Entrepreneurship 215 and Entrepreneurship 315. This is the spring 2015 version of our online course. I'm Dr. Jeff Hornsby, your professor for the rest of this semester. Just a little bit about me. I am the Henry W. Block Missouri Endowed Chair for Entrepreneurship, and I also have the pleasure and the responsibility of being the Executive Director for the Rainier Institute for Entrepreneurship and Innovation and the Chair of the Department of Global Entrepreneurship and Innovation here at UMKC. So again, welcome. I'd like to take some time and just review the syllabus for the class. I emailed everyone a copy of this syllabus last week, and so I want to just take some time to go through some specific issues with it. And when we start having our collaboration sessions during this semester, feel free to ask any questions you might have or email me. My email is hornsbyj@umkc.edu. The theme of the course is that I get from a friend of mine who always used to say that entrepreneurship is about finding the pain, healing the pain, and showing the love. I don't think he made that up, but he uses it all the time, and I really like it. You know, finding the pain is finding out what the needs are in terms of an entrepreneurial venture. What is the pain out there? And then healing the pain is figuring out a way to develop a venture that is marketable to your customer. And then showing the love is how do you build that venture and grow it, and always keeping the customer at the center. Again, and in terms of the syllabus, there's some information about me, my bio. I'm in my second year at UMKC after 5 years at Kansas State and 21 years at Ball State University, teaching entrepreneurship, human resource management, and organizational behavior classes. Our book for this course is by Donald F. Caracco, Entrepreneurship Theory, Process, and Practice by Southwestern Cengage Learning. And I recommend that you go on the web and find it at Chegg or find a used copy on Amazon or one of the other book sites. The book is very expensive if you buy it new, and there's plenty of used editions out there to keep your cost to a minimum. And I don't mind if you want to use the 8th edition, because you can find those pretty cheap. You're welcome to do it. You're just going to have to make sure the topics line up. It's not that much different from the 9th edition, so you should be able to make that work. The chapter numbering might be off just a little bit, but the topics will probably be the same. In this course, just as an overview, we're going to look at the processes and skills needed to create a new enterprise. We're going to start with the idea, and then how you assess the validity of that idea, how you develop good business models, and then how do you write a feasibility plan to test that business model. In this course, we're not teaching everything about entrepreneurship, but we're teaching about the process that you go through in testing an idea. So our course objectives, we're going to look at the entrepreneurial process and how to identify and pursue a business opportunity. We're going to analyze the challenges of how to define fundamental issues related to starting a business and learn how to assess risks, problems, and rewards in the venture process. We're going to bridge the gap between theory and practice. And what I mean by that is how do you take what we teach and actually do something? So we're going to have you work on business model canvases and writing a feasibility plan. We're going to learn how to transform ideas into action items. That's the whole idea of assessing feasibility. And then we're going to talk about how you can reach out to potential customers, partners, suppliers, and experts to develop a business model that has valid feasibility. In terms of assignments, you'll have chapters to read. We'll talk about the course schedule in a minute, but they're assigned there. And then you'll have module discussion questions at the end of each module. When you go online to our website in Blackboard, you'll see that there's 5 discussion questions for each module. So there's 8 sets of discussion questions. These discussion questions are worth 10 points for each module for a total of 80 points. We also have class collaboration sessions analogous to office hours, and these will be held each week. I'm going to be posting a schedule of the office hours no later than early next week. We won't have any office hours next week. I'm going to be out of town at a conference, but following that, we will. You will receive 5 points per weekly session, up to a total of 50 points. While this is an online class, you still can schedule in-person collaboration if you or your team, if you're in a team, would like that. And for each session you attend over the 10 required sessions, you'll get 3 points extra credit for attending that session. Your 2-page business plan. This is one of the earliest assignments where you think of an idea that you always thought would make a good venture, and based on your knowledge of the industry and the market, include in a single 2-space page paper a business model statement, a value proposition, and competitor analysis, market analysis and sales, and financial projection. I have a handout that is posted on the Blackboard site, and I'm going to email it to you as well. This is just kind of to get you thinking about your ideas, and this is worth 25 points. The next step is the business model canvas. And you can do this, while the feasibility plan is an individual exercise, this you can do in a group or individually, and the groups can have up to 4 people. You select 3 ideas from our creative problem solving lectures that you've generated in that activity, and you create a business model generation canvas for each idea. We have a whole lecture on what a business model generation canvas is and how you do that. You must adhere to the format posted on Blackboard and how we discuss it in class. So the canvas is a 1-page chart that you actually fill in, and you have to actually fill in the chart. You can't freeform it or create your own chart for that exercise. You'll do that for 3 different ideas. So each business model canvas is worth 25 points, and all 3 together for the assignment are worth 75 points. The feasibility plan, which is the major project in the class, is where you take hopefully one of your ideas that you did the business model canvas on, the one that you think is most promising, and then you write a feasibility plan. You may decide to come up with a whole new idea because you didn't like any of the 3 after you did the canvases on them. But in the feasibility plan, it's an 11-page, up to 11-page document. 1 page for the cover letter, 2 pages maximum for executive summary and table of contents, 7 pages of content, and then 1 page for this startup capital worksheet that is provided. The template is on our website and also found on the Rainier Institute website under student programs. The draft on that is due April 15th for feedback, and you get 25 points for it. And the final feasibility plan is worth 100 points, and that is due April 24th, I believe. And then your presentation is worth 25 points, so the total for that project is 150 points. Finally, the last assignment is the feasibility critiques, and you're responsible for watching and providing a critique of 4 of the presentations from students in class. We use a video streaming facility on Blackboard where you actually will do your presentations and then also will do your critiques. So you kind of give a video streamed critique on 4 of the projects. That way the folks that did the presentations can actually watch what those critiques are. And for doing that, you can earn up to 20 points. Just a quick commercial. We have every semester now, we have what we call the RU Idea Jump, Kangaroo Idea Jump. And it's a feasibility competition, mainly designed at classes like yours. We give out $3,500 in prizes. And in that competition, it's required to submit a feasibility plan that is identical to what you have to do in class. I encourage you to participate, and I offer extra credit to participate. Um, and if you make the finals uh, of the Idea Jump, which will be the first week in May, the first Wednesday in May, if you're one of the top finalists, you will get an automatic 150 points for the project, which is 100%. So there's a bonus there, and you get 10 points extra credit just for entering. So I encourage you to do that, even for those folks in the class that are not from the Kansas City area. It's something that's worth participating in to get the prize money and have the experience if you can make it over here for the competition. Here is the calendar of events. I don't want to go through this in too much detail because you'll have it, but there's the grading scale, and then here's the course schedule. Just so you know, we want, in terms of the weeks, the first 2 weeks is general introductory. You'll watch your module lectures. All module lectures will be about a half hour long and cover various topics. So for this first week, we have the overview that we're doing now, and then we'll have a couple lectures covering specific topics. And week 2, then we cover 3 topics, and generally we cover 2 or 3 topics per week. And there's a half hour or so lecture that goes along with that. And my recommendation is to read the materials, watch the videos, answer the discussion questions at the end of the module, and you're going to be fine. If you notice, in this class, we do not have actual exams. It is all project-based. So we assess your learning of the content through your answers on the discussion questions, and then how you apply the content in terms of the 2-page feasibility plan, the business model canvas exercise, and then your final large feasibility plan project. But here's the course schedule. Note that in red are all the due dates. I need to know your teams by February 16th. If you follow along on Blackboard in the modules, these are all there. 2-page business plan exercises due February 9th. Your discussion questions February 23rd. Your 3 ideas business model canvases are due by March 6th. Your section 2 discussion questions April 13th. A draft of your feasibility plan April 15th. The feasibility plan final draft or final version is due April 24th, and that's the same as the RU Idea Jump deadline. Then you need your presentations posted by 5 p.m. on May 4th. Your section 3 discussion questions done by May 8th, and your feasibility presentation critiques done by May 11th. So it seems like a lot to do at the end, but if you're working along in the semester, then these things all will be should be planned well in advance, and you have time to work on them and give them their due diligence. Please read through the course policies. This is an online class, and so we don't take attendance or anything like that, though I do see that you're participating by attending the collaboration sessions, and I have a way of tracking that. And we also have a way of tracking the access to reading the materials, and I know who's accessed the materials and when they access them. So I like to see that each one of you participates in the course activities throughout the semester. Just to show you, you're going to go online, and you're going to get the Blackboard, just go find a Blackboard site by going to umkc.edu and then clicking on Blackboard and then logging in, and make sure you have the right password in there. try one more time here. There we go. And by the way, if you get into glitches like that that you can't get out of, you can go to the Blackboard help and request help, and just by going to technical help up here or getting the Blackboard number on the UMKC website, and I found that they've been very helpful. And there is 24-hour support for this class. So then you click on your class, ENT 215, 315, and then here is your course toolbar. You'll see, I get the course management down here. You won't see that, but here's your toolbar, and so you can get into the modules, and this is what you're going to see, just in module 1 through module 8, and in each one of those modules is access to the videos, any assignments that are due, any handouts, all of that is found in each one of these. So you will go through those. So I encourage you to stay in touch with the website. Everything is located there, and I even know some students that participate and use their phones to do most of the course. If you like reading small print, that's fine, but everything is accessible on any device, whether it's your smartphone, your iPad, or your desktop laptop. If you have any questions whatsoever, please email me or give me a call. The best way is email. And you can email me directly at hornsbyj@umkc.edu, or you can email me through the course tools here. And it comes to the same email address. And I will try to be as prompt as possible in getting back to you. I wish us all a great semester. I look forward to hearing from you, and have a great semester.